Good part of the day, everyone. Today we are three foundation students of group number 12 are going to give you our presentation according to our developing personal identity module. And in today's presentation, we are intended to give some details and information on the job which stands on the top of the list of job market. Bank accountants.
I am Valijan Beginzarov and we have learned the job trend. So I am going to present and give information about job responsibility and what education is required for this job.
My name is Ayuhan Yakubov and my research was about the salaries and I will try my best to give you all the information I gained about the salaries and we are going to start now.
And I am Fakhreddin Narzullayev. In this presentation, I wanna support and provide you with informations such as why this job is required and some other details. So if you are ready, let's get started.
Would you mind to share some information about the bank accountant itself?
Yes, of course. So before starting everything, I should highlight that who is bank accountant. So bank accountant is a job that you are required to prepare some financial documents and previews for a bank or other institutions that you are working currently. And you are also required to be very responsible and masterize the financial education when you are working as a bank accountant.
That's great. So, as the job market identifies, there are three job titles. So, the first one is a clerk accountant. He is checking all the receipts and paperwork. And the second one is staff accountant. He is doing all the work with the salaries connected to the members of the bank. The last one is a senior accountant. He has all the access to the documents and the money flow in the bank, and he needs to control all the budget of the bank.
Yes, of course. And I think we should give some information about some responsibilities of this job. Let's ask for our another group mate Valijan about some responsibilities of this
That's
job.
a great idea.
Let's start with job responsibility of bank accountant. It's a prepare, examine or analyze accounting records and financial statements or other financial reports to assess accuracy, completeness and conformance. So develop, implement, modify and document record keeping and accounting systems making use of current computer technology, reports to management regarding the finance of establishment. Establish tables of accounts and assign entries to proper accounts, analyze business operations, trends, cost, revenues, financial commitments and obligations to project future revenues and expenses or to provide advice. So, survey operations to ascertain accounting needs and to recommend, develop or maintain solutions to business and financial problems. Advise management about issues such as resource utilization, tax strategies and assumptions underlying budget forecast, appraise, evaluate and inventory real property and equipment, recording information such as description, value and location of property. Provide internal and external auditing service for business or individual routing.
Stop. So, can you tell us some information about the educational background that this job demands?
Yes, of course. So, high school students who aspire to accounting career should take advanced math and computer science classes, particularly pre-calculus and calculus. Coursework in business, economics, statistics, and computer coding can also help students prepare for college level accounting degree. Bachelor level account degree requirements typically include 120 credits of general education coursework, business class and accounting courses, and students earning a master degree is required to 60 credits. So coming to PhD. PhD program typically require 60 credits and culminate in a financial project or dissertation. So if you are interested in becoming A bank accountant, one of the first things is to consider is how much education you need. We have determined that 55.2% of bank accounts have a bachelor degree in terms of higher education levels. We found that 21.7% of bank accounts have master's degree. Even so, most bank accounts have a college degree. It's too possible to become one with only a high school degree or GED.
Oh, that is a great information. Thank you all. So now let's give a word to our friend Fakhreddin. He's gonna explain you the job demand in the whole market.
If I happen to speak about why there is a high demand for bank accountants, there are several factors. So the first factor is a job flexibility and some opportunities that you can get whenever you become an experienced bank accountant. The first thing is you can work either from your home or going visiting to your company. I mean, the only thing you need is a blank of papers and a computer with yourself because you are working with papers and invoices and financial documents. The second reason is the salary that most bank accountants earn a lot of money. So that's why today's young generations are also refer and tend to be more working and dealing with this kind of job. And one more thing to mention that whenever you become a bank accountant, you can work to several companies also because there are several types of bank accountants. If you work only with one company, also it's okay, but there are some chances that you can choose and work for several companies. And simply, it means the more you work, the more duties you done, the higher amount of salary you can earn. And this is one of the most mentionable thing that accounting develops.
Talking about the money in the international scene, the average salary for the bank accountant is from $40,000 to $56,000 in a year. What about our national bank accountants? They can get from 1.5 to 2 million Uzbek sums, but for that you need 1 year experience in the same sphere and the ability of working with the receipts and the documents and know the law of the accounting of the Republic of the Uzbekistan. So in the salary they can include you free tax of transportation and dinner included.
One more thing to edit that it is a very well paid job around the world. For example, in the United States itself, according to Glassdoor, one bank accountant can earn about $76,000 in a year or $34.5 per hour. And in addition, I should say that there are some skills and some factors that an experienced bank accountant are needed. For example, the first thing is a good communication skill. Whenever you try to become a bank accountant, you need to communicate with people in order to exchange and document some money budgets and invoices. So that's why you need a kind of a good communication skill. And another thing is patience, of course, because whenever you are dealing with papers and invoices, you should wait until, for example, they are sent or you receive. That's why patience is very important. And the last thing, according to our survey with bank accountants, you should be passionate. Being passionate is also not demanded only in this job, but is demanded for every field. That's why those who are intended to be a bank accountant should be passionate and love their job.
So in our presentation, we also included the interview with the worker of one of the biggest banks of Uzbekistan. She's working as a clerk accountant in one of the biggest banks in Uzbekistan, and she advised some pros and cons of the bank accounting. Her name is Zebo Kuchkarova.
And according to Zebo Kochkarova, the most important thing in her job was punctuality. For example, you should not be late for your work and you should be very attentive because you are working with numbers and invoices. And one more thing that whenever you are working with international invoices, I mean international exchanges, the responsibility might be two times more because the international exchanges and the invoices shows you your reputation, your local reputation around your country.
That's right. So one more thing she also mentioned was about the good side of the jobs. That was a very clean office with all things included, like the modern technologies and up to date IT service. And bad side of the job is the 5 years experience or 6 years experience is nothing in the job because like to get promoted you need to wait very long time. So it can take like 10 years to get one stage promoted to be like senior accountant. So the advice for the people who are gonna be bank accountant is to be very patient and to get a solve for every problem because you are going to work with different kind of people with different characters.
Yeah, one more thing. After doing some research about this job, I actually wanted to be a bank accountant. The main reason is the salary that I get, I can earn yearly, because not only for the salary, but there are some, as you said, there are some pros and cons of this job. But all in all, why not? We should consider, we should wonder about being and getting this kind of job in the future.
That's right. So that was the end of our presentation.
Thank you for paying attention.